and welcome to WNAS's coverage of the Floyd County 2023 primary election. We'd like to send out a big hello to everyone who is watching us tonight on YouTube or is listening to us on 88.1 FM locally or on our online stream outside of the county. I'm Abigail Swearens, a senior here at New Albany, and this is my fourth election night serving as one of your hosts.
And I'm Ellie Dablow, and this is my second time being with you on election night. This will be an extremely light evening as there are currently only 11 races with any declared candidates this year. Of those, there are only 2 contested races that will bring the election season to an end for the runner-up. Those are both on the Democratic side, starting with the mayor's race. Also up for grabs will be the Democratic primary win in the City Council District 4 contest.
Before we officially kick off the evening's results, let's tell you how we've gotten to this point. Early voting has been taking place for the past month, and with those early and absentee ballots being tabulated today at the county clerk's office downtown. Meanwhile, there are 6 voting locations scattered throughout the city today where voting was conducted between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. WNAS staff members were on hand at each of those sites to gather the results and brought to them back here to the radio and television facilities at New Albany High School.
As those results come back in and are tabulated, we will be doing frequent updates over the course of the next hour or so. You will see results of the contested races on your screen and will also provide totals for some of the results of note.
As always, we remind our viewers and listeners that this is a totally student-led endeavor to inform the public, and we strive for both speed and accuracy. However, these are unofficial vote totals, and nothing is set in stone until certified by the clerk's office. There will be frequent updates throughout this evening on our Facebook and Twitter pages, and when the official results are put out, we will have that immediately posted to our social media.
Starting us off tonight will be the mayor's race. Jeff Gahan is the incumbent and is finishing his 3rd term in office. There have been 3 other mayors who have served 3 terms. Republican Robert Morris was mayor from 1916 to 1927. More recently, both Robert Reel and Doug England held the position 3 times, but in each case, those 2 served 2 terms, left office, then came back and added a 3rd term later. He is being challenged for the Democratic nomination by first-time candidate Dylan Rash.
So now I'm going to be going ahead and giving you all the first 2 out of 6 polling locations for the mayor's race. So with 2 out of 6 polling locations reporting in the Democratic primary race for mayor of New Albany, the votes are as follows. Jeff Gahan has 161 votes and Dylan Rash checks in with 51 votes.
And with 2 out of 6 polling locations reporting in the race for New Albany City Council in District 4, here are the current totals. Ken Brooks has 28 votes and Chris Fitzgerald checks in with 34.
Now we're going to be looking at the City Council at large. So with 2 out of 6 polling locations reporting in the voting for New Albany City Council at large, here's our first look and a reminder that all of these candidates are automatically advancing to November's general election. On the Republican side, Stephanie Griffith has 67 votes, Jay Papp starts out with 48, and Scott Whalen checks in with 68. For the Democrats, Maury Goldberg has 127 votes, and Dawn Unruh picked up 159 votes.
And with 2 out of 6 polling locations reporting in the race for New Albany City Council in District 4, here are the current results. Ken Brooks has 28 votes and Chris Fitzgerald checks in with 34.
So we are going to be looking at the New Albany run for mayor, and so we have 2 out of our 6 locations reporting. We have a Republican, Ed Clare, with 81 votes. And then we're going to take a look back at City of New Albany's council member at large. So with 2 out of 6 polling locations in the report voting for New Albany City Council at large, we have on the Republican side Stephanie Griffith with 67 votes. Jay Papp starts out with 48. Scott Whalen checks in with 68 votes. And for the Democrats, Maury Goldberg has 127 votes, and Dawn Unruh has 159 votes.
And while we wait for the next batch of updates, we'd like to thank members of WNAS staff who took time out of their evenings to travel around the city and gather up votes. They include Abigail Hayes, Carson Long, Cassidy Miller, Kaylana Young, Jaden Robertson, Morgan Tyler, Danica Spencer, Riley Sawyer, and Ava Brewer. They were at the polling locations before the doors were closed at the end of the voting at 6 o'clock and made sure to get those to us promptly so we can get those results to you.
Also, a big thank you this evening to all the individuals here in New Albany who helped out at the polls today. It's been a long day, 14 hours or so, that they helped everyone exercise their civic duties to get to this point. We have gotten great reports over the years of the job they've been helping with the voters, as well as working with the WNAS students at the end of every night to make sure we can get those updates to everyone as soon as possible. Today, polling locations included here at New Albany High School, as well as Scribner, S.L. & Jones, the Calumet Club, the 4-H Fairgrounds, and the Public Library. Also, early and absentee balloting done over the past month was tabulated today at the county clerk's office and was made available to us. Our thanks to Danita Burks, Nancy Riley, and all of their staff for making things go so smoothly this evening.
With the end of school comes a run of live broadcast here on WNAS. In addition to this evening's election coverage, we also have several other events to let you know about. Coverage of class night at NAHS will be May 24th, as seniors in the class of 2023 are going to be awarded over $20 million in scholarships and grants. For the first time, we're going to be streaming Prosser's graduation ceremonies, which will be held here at the Doghouse on May 31st. And of course, we'll have New Albany's graduation as well. That will take place on June 4th as we say goodbye to our departing seniors. If you can't be in attendance for these events, we hope you'll check out our YouTube page to catch the live streams.
So now we're going to be sending it over to Ellie with District 1.
The City of New Albany Council member District 1, Jenny Collier, has a total of 8 votes with 2 out of 6 polling locations.
We're now going to send it back over to Ellie with City of New Albany's Council member District 2.
City of New Albany Council member District 2, Republican Democrat Adam Dickey has a total of 5 votes with 2 out of 6 polling locations.
Oh.
Yep. We've gone forward.
City of New Albany Council member District 4, Ken Brooks has a total of 28 votes with 2 out of 6 polling locations, and a total of Chris Fitzgerald has a total of 34 votes with 2 out of 6 polling locations.
So, like we mentioned earlier, this is a very brief broadcast due to votings this year. So we're actually going to go ahead and give you all of the polling locations results. This is probably one of the fastest election nights we've probably had in the studio. So starting off with the mayor's race, with 6 out of 6 polling locations reporting in the New Albany's mayor's race. On the Democratic side, Jeff Gahan sits at 1,213 votes, while Dylan Rash has 322 votes. And then we're going to look again at the final results for the city council at large. So with 6 out of 6 polling locations reporting in the voting for New Albany City Council at large, we are at, on the Republican side, Stephanie Griffith now has 533 votes. Jay Papp sits at 422. Scott Whalen has 567. And then for the Democrats, Maury Goldberg has 909 votes, and political newcomer Don Unruh now at 1,111 votes. So once again, we're going to take a look back at the mayor's race. We're going to be looking at Republican Ed Clare, and his totals for tonight is going to be 618 votes for City of New Albany's mayor race.
And In the New Albany City Council District 4 Democratic matchup, Ken Brooks has piled up 87 votes, while his opponent, Chris Fitzgerald, now has 110.
So we're going to be taking a look back at District 5 with 6 out of 6 polling locations reporting in the voting for New Albany City Council at large. On the Republican side, Stephanie Griffith now has 533 votes. Jay Papp sits at 422. Scott Whalen has 567. And then for the Democrats, Maury Goldberg has 909 votes. And political newcomer Dawn Unruh now at 1,111 votes.
City New Albany Council Member District 1, Jenny Collier has a total of 25 votes.
And with 6 out of 6 polling locations reporting, she is at 128 votes now and is running uncontested. We're going to take a look one more time at the mayor's race for New Albany. So with 6 out of 6 polling locations reporting in New Albany's mayor race, on the Democratic side, Jeff Gahan sits at 1,213 votes, while Dylan Rush has 322 votes. We can also see Republican Ed Clare is going to run at a total of 618 votes as well. So the City of New Albany's clerk, Democrat Vicki Glotzback, is now at a total of 1,355 votes. And then once again, we're going to be taking a look at the City Council at large. So with 6 out of 6 polling locations reporting for New Albany City Council at large, we're looking at Stephanie Griffith now at 533 votes. Jay Papp sits at 422 votes. And Scott Whalen now has 567 votes. For the Democrats, Maury Goldberg now has 909 votes, with political newcomer Dawn Unruh now at 1,111 votes. Both of these two people will be advancing to November's election.
City of New Albany Council Member District 1, Jenny Collier has a total of 128 votes. City of New Albany Council Member District 2, Dan Coffey has a total of 119 votes, and Democrat Adam Dickey has a total of 273. City of New Albany Council Member District 3, Darrell Neely has a total of 73 votes, and Democrat Greg Phipps has a total of 200 votes. City of New Albany Council Member District 4, David Abersold has a total of 76 votes, and Democrat Ken Brooks has a total of 87 votes, and Christopher Fitzgerald has a total of 110 votes.
So taking a look at City of New Albany's Councilmember District 5, we have Republican Ross Hines with 119 votes and Democrat Louise Goldman with 278 votes. Both of these are advancing to November's election. This broadcast would be impossible without the hard work of our crew behind the scenes, Jordan Tree and Rossi Hamilton as our cameramen tonight. This brings our broadcast to a close. Thank you all for tuning in with us tonight for tonight's election results, and we will post the final results on our Facebook page very soon. Thank you all, and good night.